Morning, y'all. Another pretty shitty day in Boston. Pretty awful day in Boston. Nasty rain. About to hit the gym after this finals, my last final junior year in college. Crazy. Year went by mad fast. But yeah, I'm about to go do my final very soon. And then after we're gonna go to the gym, and then we're gonna do a little last hoop session with the boys today for some cardio. I'll catch you guys when I'm done with my final. Alright. We're done with the final. Final was fire. We're about to hit a very anabolic back day at Gym Hub. Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I gotta warm up a little bit, but that final, 95. Yeah, smart bodybuilders out here. Pre-law. But yeah, do a nasty back day at Gym Hub, and then we're gonna see the pump after we're done. But yeah, let's get into it.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. That's full. I've traveled each and every highway, much more than this. I did it my
You can see it a little bit already. Finished back already. We moved on to arms. Arm pump is looking nasty. I think chest and tries and shoulders used to be my favorite days because I get the nastiest pump. But building my arms and my back has made back and buys just one of my favorite days of the week. Like, who doesn't want to have just a nasty arm pump? Shit's actually insane. But right now we're using a little arm blaster. Shit is killing my arms. We got one more set of this, some hammers, and then we're about almost done for the day, and then we're gonna go hoop after. So my shot is gonna be awful. I don't even know if I can shoot today, but we're gonna see. We might have to be just driving and doing some lays, you know. But let's get into the workout.
has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my
We are done, pose down. So my favorite time is in this room. Some of the best content is made in this room. So we're gonna see. And I think I'm gonna see if I can do a double tripod. So you guys are gonna see a little behind the scenes. I'm gonna set this up. Oh my god, this hat is like freaking ruining. There we go. Can't forget today was back day either. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. Still got some pounds to lose, but they were looking good. Looking great. I'm about to go do some cardio, play some basketball, and yeah. All right, I've been done hooping for a little bit now. I've just been trying to get home now. Wow, that was fun. I hooped. It was just a good amount of cardio, basically, because I was kind of playing like buns. But, you know, sorry if the lighting is awful. I'm very, very sorry. But there is something that I wanted to talk about. There is something I wanted to talk about. Let me see if I can put this on. Let's see, watch. Y'all about to see some mastery. Whoa, the phone. But yeah, I just had a great conversation. Shout out to my boy Yoan. Shout out. First of all, he bought me 0 sugar Sunkist. So shout out to that. That Zero Sugar Sunkist hit bus. But, dude, I had like a great and real ass conversation with Yo, and he just graduated college. And I just wish, you know, the best for him and whatever future endeavors he has, because that's a really genuine and honest person, very good person, and it's made me realize, like, damn, some of these seniors that are going off, right, they're not just going to be in Boston for the future. Like, they're living their life, they're starting a new chapter in their life, and it's scary for everyone. It's scary for them the most, but it's scary for me, because then I have to realize, like, dude, that's me in a year. I've got to figure out what I want to do. And it's made me really think, to really dive in 100% on this stuff, because at the end of the day, I think you got to do what makes you happy. And I think a lot of the time we don't choose happiness, which is weird, because, like, don't we all want to be happy? Don't we all want to do things that we love? Like I was saying before, like, I sat in a room, right, coming back from a long day, watching all these YouTubers live a life that I could only dream of. But then I realized, why does that have to be a dream? Why do I have to live the life I have? Why can't I live the life I want, you know? And it's just, it gets to a point where then I was just sitting like, dude, I'm a viewer. And I'm okay viewing other people's stuff, but I'm not okay with just being a viewer. I'm a very creative person. I've always loved doing things in creative aspects. I bought a camera to take videography, pictures, Fujifilm. So I take really cool pictures on there. I bought this DJI because I just wanted to, like, film around Boston with high quality. And I realized, like, that was some of my passions, being a creative person. And then also, I do the gym. I always go to the gym. I always am in the gym all the time. So not only am I in the gym, but I love making, just like taking pictures and doing all that stuff. And then why not combine both of them, you know? Why not combine both of those two hobbies and just go for it? Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to sit in a life where I'm okay with, you know, I want to be satisfied with my life. I don't want to just, you know, live a life that is mid, you know, that is sitting in that cubicle, that's sitting in that tiny ass desk, that I have to, you know, I wake up, I work from 9 a.m., I have to finish a case, I don't get to get home until I finish that case. That sucks. Honestly, that shit sucks. And there's some people that are built for that, but I know God put me on this planet, you know, for a certain purpose. And if I look back at my life, right, I've always thought, you know, there was something more for me, you know. There was always something that I could attain or I could do that can get me to where I want to be. And I've always been doing things that hasn't been about that goal or passion. But now I'm realizing, like, I'm gonna have to start doing stuff like that to attain that goal and that passion of mine. Get a little uncomfortable. I love taking pictures. I love doing all that. But I don't like posting it because I'm scared about what the next person's gonna think. I'm scared about what people are gonna perceive me as, you know, if they're gonna think of me this way or if they're gonna think of me that way. But now, I care. I really could care less, you know? I want to get a little uncomfortable. I want to push myself. I want to learn. I want to get better. I want to keep on going, okay? I want to keep on going and pushing and driving myself. Because I know at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, all said and done, right? I want to have a satisfying life. I want to be satisfied with the life that I made for myself. And if I sit back and I'm not satisfied, then I lived a pretty shitty life. And I don't know about you, but I'm not about having a pretty shitty life. So I don't know if this is the motivation some of you guys needed. I don't know if this is the yap session that some of you guys wanted to hear. But listen, these are my videos. And these are what I'm going to talk about. This is what I'm going to talk about. Life. I'm going to show you guys my life. I'm going to show you guys how I do things, how I think about things. And I hope you guys are like-minded and think about the same things and push yourself a little bit harder every single day, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself, right? You only have yourself. So you can only live with the decisions that you make. And I have not been happy for a while. So this whole thing has made me tenfold of happier than I have been in years. And that's saying a lot. Saying a friggin' lot. So please push yourself. Please go and do the things that you've always wanted to do. If that's being a doctor, be the best friggin' doctor you want to be. If that's being a nurse, go do the best nurse things that you could ever friggin' do. If that's being a zoologist or an engineer, you know, don't freaking settle. Don't settle. Don't settle at all. Life is not about settling, okay? It's about pushing yourself. That's what the gym has helped me realize. It's about pushing yourself, breaking down the fibers, the muscle, okay? Just so that it can build itself back up again. That's what it's all about. You gotta break yourself down. You gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta put yourself in positions that you never thought that you would be in. And then through the struggle, through the pain, through all of it, you come out a little bit better at the end. So with that, I would like to say thank you for watching. Thank you for sitting with me and chatting for a little bit. This has been Brian. This has been Babs. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Deuces.